2/3 of the entrants have sub 6, 1/3 has sub 5. That is wild. But we are off. This is Jacob versus GPA. GPA's mashing pretty hard there. We're going down the trapdoor. Sub 5 Diamond was earlier this week. Oh heck. That seems bad already, but it might be even worse. But yeah. Both races are pushing. No farming, just push. I know GPA's definitely not a farming racer. Jacob definitely leads towards the pushing side, but I wouldn't say as extremely as GPA is. But we're about even into Zone 2. Both races checking black for Old Faithful. Which is probably gonna service them pretty well given the races have 0 other items to this build. This is a strong, reliable weapon that you can be decently paced with, but will also be relatively safe. For half the entrants have sub 550. Oh, yeah. GPA and Jacob both will take a peek into this for this last helm. But yeah, we're seeing pretty much even in terms of pace and decision making. Both races just opting to go. And a purple check for GPA will get a transmute scroll. Oh, GPA! Some big hits there. Gets a leprechaun though, but yeah, that's down to just half a heart for GPA. Finds big digs up to 3 damage. We'll be able to break open crates for food, crates, barrels, stuff like that. Statues if we're in zone 4 on half a heart. But yeah, Jacob's choosing to farm, which is understandable. Your opponent's on half a heart, which means they'll just be inherently slow, which gives you the opportunity to farm. A lot of standing still for GPA here. Clearing out enemies one at a time. Yeah, GPA still in the lead. Jacob hasn't really found much out of farming in Zone 3. Yeah, finds spike deers. Jumps right into those. Ooh, you probably, yeah, you take the Blood Longsword. Blood Longsword pickup for GPA. It's 2 damage Longsword thanks to the big digs. But more importantly, actually has regen now. So this seems to be a Longsword seed. This does not look like it. Well, I mean, part of the seed looking so bad is the fact that both races pretty much just didn't farm at all early on. Can make any seed look bad if you never look at any of the items there. But you know, of course, there's also, you know, just fine Titanium Reaper right there. Even the boss chest has been bad. Yeah. I would say the boss chest could be worse though, but yeah, they definitely haven't been that good. Yeah, take Cutlass. Cutlass is fine. Yeah, Jacob's just on a single curse heart. Yeah, we'll get ogred. Being in the corner. That's not a corner of shame. That's not worthy of the corner of shame. That's a valiant death. That's a jail of shame, I guess. It's the cell of shame. Oh, it's not over. As you can see here, GPA is taking a few hits. It's just on 2 hearts. You definitely want to keep running. GPA doesn't have any armor or anything, though it does have the Blood Longsword, which will regen quite a bit in Zone 5, but still. You never know. Yeah, I don't think Freddy's dead. Yeah, GPA armor's good. There could be armor in there. Yeah, it's against GPA's religion or something. 0 farming allowed. Even if farming is literally free. Opens the shop! Kappa. Finally looks at the items. Doesn't pick any of it up. Not using transmute. Use your cells, it's easy to forget, it's fine. I don't know. Gets the first plate though. So, farming is bad, confirmed, Kappa. GG's to GPA. But yeah. Hopefully Jacob's ready to go for the second point. It's like dying in Necrodancer races is like pretty rough from just like a mental perspective, given how punishing it is. So it's understandable, though not advised to just chill. Stand in the corner of shame after you die. Oh yeah. 7-digit seed here. Yeah, but it's ready, go like have fun. Yeah, Jacob's already at a contention for playoffs, but GPA needs to get 2 more points for a possible chance at tiebreakers at 5 points. Possible. So, for GPA, it's 3-0 or nothing. And Jacob is here to prevent that from happening. Early hit for GPA, pretty rough. Maybe just reset, but this layout's so... Oh, okay, just reset. Nothing like dying to get you to reset on 1-1. Cap. Intended reset, yeah, that could have been intended. Oh, there's a potion on 1-2 too. Jacob is actually pretty hurt as well. Though we do have the we don't have the potion anymore. Whoops, okay. Jumping right into a dire bat. Don't do that. That's not advised. So a pretty rough start for both races now. GPA, it's a dire bat. GPA, you can't. You need to go bomb. Oh, won't bomb for the potion. We'll go for the blood shop. Picking up a blood harp world record cadence weapon, by the way. Kappa. Yeah, having to tap piece after quaffing the shortly after quaffing the potion makes it hurt even more. Not only does Jacob have no bombs, but quaff the potion on 1-2. Ooh, going for a shovel for GPA, so we'll see some variance out of that. From the Shrine of Space. Lacking bombs as well. Yeah. All the one-range weapons are inherently buffed. Okay, Squeakus suit. Well. Squeakus suit in black for Jacob. GPA will probably pick that up as well. Or we'll just drop the multiplier. So, no Squeakus suit? You'd definitely rather have the Squeakus suit than not have it. So, that's a pretty big thing to miss out on if there's no other armor on the seed. And it's GPA, so GPA won't farm for armor or anything. And jumps into Dire Bat. Don't do that. That's ill-advised, as I said. Yeah, that Squeakus suit would have saved GPA there. Oh, Jack? This is a a pretty painful 1-1 for our racers. Yeah, you probably just reset. That's a lot of damage. Even with the carrot. You do have a blood harp. But and for the foreseeable future, the blood harp's gonna be your weapon until looks like the zone 2 boss is gonna be an obsidian rapier in black. I don't think so. Maybe? Okay, yeah. What a madman. We're going speedrun strats in a race. Oh, that is true. That is true. The first boss is death metal. That's pretty smart. Need to limit the amount of killed enemies here, or might just heal. Oh, will heal. So it's no longer on infinite damage, about to approach death metal. Jacob, meanwhile, am I gonna go for the ring here? Oh, there's just a bomb trap there. So free ring, has a decent amount of hearts, has the Squeakus suit for protection. Yeah, Jacob's in a pretty good spot to take this, but it's definitely GPA, please. It's definitely still possible for GPA, but that space is pretty important, I would say. And not having it and also being behind is a bit too much. Diagonals are impossible. What is the ring? I don't know. Gold. Oh. Okay. We have Ring of Regen anyways. Oh, the spider. Ah! Jacob will just tank the spider hit, it's fine. Has the Ring of Regen, has Squigga Suit, has a lot of hearts. Oh, gets wall pick there. Still has a lot of hearts, has regen, etc. So, still pretty comfortable in taking big dunks. As long as, yeah, as long as goo stuff doesn't happen. Would have gone back for the chicken since we have a 3-zone league. I don't think Jacob knows that. But does now. Yeah, Jacob listens to commentary, which is 17 or so seconds behind, and I don't think I mentioned that GPA died. Okay. Yeah, just forced miner's cap. Single beat reaction miner's cap. At least it wasn't like a single beat reaction glass jaw or something. Imagine listening to call. Who does that? Kappa. But yeah, GPA's in zone 1, just vibing. Needs to hope for a death from Jacob, which is pretty unlikely. Given the regen, the armor, and the many hearts. But it is Necrodancer, and we've seen a lot of unlikely deaths here in Condor. So, that's that. But part of it is due to the cadence story bosses, which isn't here. It's just gonna be Coral Riff. Yeah, if it's all, you can just kill Freddy, that is true. We're not roasting you for not screen watching. It's not your fault, like, you can. If you can't, like, why would we make fun of you for that? Cap. But yeah, GG's. Jacob taking the second point of the set, which puts GPA out of contention for playoffs. Yeah. Because, like, from what Jacob knew, GPA was, like, in Zone 2. And didn't just jump into a Mimic. Yeah. Missing out on that Squigga Suit kinda sucks a lot. Or GPA. Nice. I'm pretty sure the seed does not contain nice in it. But it is a nice seed. Well, it does contain nice, not literally the word nice, though. Yeah. We're off third and final point of this set. This is... Yeah, both these races are out of contention for playoffs now. So, just to put points on the board for the sake of points. We're not sure if the seed is nice yet. Well, we'll find out. Yeah, 3 bombs, good start, pretty decent. Blood shop. Oh, GPA score running here. Except, not picking up the gold. Score running without picking up the gold. There's some cookies for GPA. GPA says no. I want to be on half a heart. What? What? Yeah, I'm confused as well. I don't know what that was for GPA score running. Except without picking up the gold. I think that's what GPA is doing. Kappa. Is doing everything, like, GPA will get the dupes, but somehow not pick up the gold somehow. Like, we'll see some completely new duping strat where you get 0 gold, but you still dupe. The gold pile gets bigger. Like, multiplicatively. But you get 0 gold. Monk co-op. GPA, why are you in chat? What is happening? Yeah, it's... as I said, both of these racers are out of contention for playoffs. So... I would expect if the stakes were higher for GPA, GPA would probably take this a bit more seriously. But yeah, Jacob running into a mushroom there. Well, we have a full reset. Oh, GPA is actually picking up the gold this time. GPA, please. This time GPA is score running, but picking up the gold. Oh, it's gonna walk all the way up to this corner to get the gold. Meanwhile, Jacob's on glass jaw after killing the glass shopkeeper. Oh, what is happening? Okay. There's definitely times where the glass shot is fine to be taken. And this one isn't all too bad. Given where your opponent is. GPA is actually score running. Has the Ring of Regen now, so now we'll be able to get some... oh, okay, we have the Crown of the Greed. GPA is just straight up score running. You like the jaw here if you keep the staff. Yeah, I feel like if you're gonna pick up the jaw, you're committing to a glass build until something good enough, like an obsidian rapier. But now you have the problem of having an obsidian rapier, one of the harder weapons to run, and a glass jaw. Hello, BYG. GPA is just completely memeing at this point. Yep. If you're gonna take glass jaw, then you're committing the glass belt. However, here's the crown of teleportation, which will let Jacob swap off. PA picks up the level 2 torch. Hooray. You just hate Rapier in Zone 4 with Diamond. Either you end up killing everything in a slow, or you die since Reaper is hard. Yeah. That is true. Like, even worse, it's an Obsidian Rapier. So, now you have to see how much damage you're doing. You're like, oh jeez, I thought I had more damage. You have the time to... Yeah. You know... 2 minutes in 1-1. Genocide percent. We're not running genocide percent GPA. Yeah, take that, green sun. Oh, there's fair and balance here too. Spawning right in the nick of time for GPA to kill. Tell Monkey take there for Jacob into a relatively safe spot. We'll be alive, it's fine. Jacob's a bit reluctant to drop V's. I mean, dropping V, it's for me at least, it's real heavy on the brain. If you can just keep the beat alive with an Obsidian weapon, then it's somewhat easier to manage the Obsidian-ness. Wow, Jacob just popped the glass armor, use the Telecrown, and then use the Frost Charm. What are we playing, Arya? Just having the plus, we have +1. Yeah, I don't think we have a +1. That's a wrist charm. Yeah, swapped off boots for hard use. Oh, there goes the glass shovel. Probably don't need that anyways. It's 5-2. I'm surprised GPA didn't take that Shrine of Rhythm. But if we're score running, that does make sense, because that reduces the number of beats you have. Oh, conflated the boots, yeah. But yeah, this is, GPA is still doing genocide %. You do not need to kill every enemy to move on to the next floor. That is not a requirement. You don't even need to kill the mini-boss to move on to the next floor. You can just hop down a trapdoor. Or wait out the song. And one of those is a lot more popular than the other ones. In racing. Because it's fast, and the other one's really slow. But there it is, Jacob taking the second point for themselves for a 2-1 victory over GPA. Still sub 10, yeah, that is true. Race time of 9:44.